Okay, we're going to talk about Cyberpunk 2077. Now, you see, a lot of people are complaining that the game is full of bugs and that the game crashes. Well, I'm going to explain why. You see, when Cyberpunk first came out, it was incomplete. Yep, that's right. Cyberpunk was incomplete. Now, a lot of people are wondering, wait, the game was incomplete, then why did they release it? Simple. You see, when Keanu Reeves got on stage and announced that Cyberpunk was being developed, it was part of a publicity stunt that was supposed to last for another 2 years. But because Keanu Reeves was involved, everyone got excited for the game Cyberpunk. And there was a bunch of traction online saying, release Cyberpunk, release Cyberpunk, release it, release it, release it. We want to play it, we want to play it, we want to play it. Well, of course, the studio that made Cyberpunk kept saying it's not ready, it's not going to be ready for another 2 years. But traction online continued, and everyone was basically getting their dicks hard for Cyberpunk. So, what happened? The studio rushed the game to put it out there for people who were getting all sexually excited for Cyberpunk. They didn't even get a chance to finish the coding of the game. So, if you're out there someplace and you've purchased Cyberpunk 2077 and you're bitching because the game is incomplete, you're one of those stupid sons of bitches that was going, I want to play the game, I want to play the game, I want to play the game, and forced them to rush the production of the game and put it out there incomplete. So congratulations, you stupid sons of bitches. You're the ones that did this. You're the ones that caused the game to be incomplete. Oh yeah, and another thing that I want to ask. Why is it that when Cyberpunk's developers put out an incomplete game, you're all like, this is bullshit! But when Bethesda does it, it's no big deal. And why is it that when Cyberpunk puts out a game that has exploits and errors in it, nobody gives a fuck? I mean, when Bethesda does that, no one gives a fuck. But when Cyberpunk does it, everyone cares. Why? Because the game has Keanu Reeves in it and it got a whole bunch of attention. I'm pretty sure that if you took this game on its own and took Keanu Reeves out of it, no one would give a fuck that it's a buggy mess that no one can barely play because it's a piece of shit. And I'm pretty sure that someone out there is probably like, well, how come the game is more buggy on PlayStation than it is on the Xbox? That's because Xbox has higher quality standards than PlayStation does, you stupid fucking idiot. Okay, so here's the deal. I'm gonna repeat it again. Cyberpunk was not ready when it released. It wasn't gonna be ready for another 2 years. A bunch of fucking people with their dicks all hard to play a game with Keanu Reeves in it forced the production of the game schedule up, so they had to release it before it was complete. So if you have any complaints, blame your own fucking self for forcing the developers of Cyberpunk to push up their production schedule, you stupid sons of bitches. I'm so sick and tired of people bitching about Cyberpunk 2077 being a big buggy mess when the game's production was rushed because a bunch of fucking dorks had their dicks all hard to play a game that had Keanu Reeves in it. Oh yeah, spoiler, you only get to play Keanu Reeves maybe 3 or 4 times, and that's it. So you got your cocks all hard to play Keanu Reeves in a game where Keanu Reeves is only in the game for maybe 10 to 20 minutes tops. So, ha 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 ha, you stupid sons of bitches. You got all fucking sexually hard for a game that barely has Keanu Reeves in it. You dumb motherfuckers.